Hi, I'm Holly Williams. Welcome to Holistic Life. Hey friends, welcome to another video. Today we're going to do a restorative class specifically to help relieve maybe some pain for those of us who suffer from really bad menstrual cramps. So it's always kind of a weird subject to talk about because it's a pretty private thing, but I mean, technically half the population deals with it. So, and then the other half of the population at least knows someone who might be dealing with it. So if you're someone who has to, deal with that monthly visitor, or someone who has to deal with it, this is going to be really great. So we'll take about 30 minutes. It's going to be very, very supported. Get all the supports you want. Tons of pillows, tons of blankets. There's kind of not too much support that you can have during that time. So just a little bit about me too. So I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. I suffer greatly. It's pretty terrible. I do know, and I feel lucky that I don't suffer as much as some other women do who might have endometriosis or maybe even fibroids. This stuff can get really painful, and I'm here for you. And this is for you. So it's going to be very slow, very restorative. We're not really going to move much, really just transitions between moves or between postures. And again, get as many pillows and blankets as you want, because this is all about supporting you during a pretty painful time. So if you are ready and you have all your toys, all of your pillows, blankets, yourself, and your mat, let's get started. So I do have lots of stuff that I'm probably going to use. I may not use all of it. I may use all of it, but who knows? So we want to have at least support for under the head and support for under the knees, because we want to really support everything, because when you're in pain and you're suffering, you just kind of want to live in the clouds. So allowing the knees to be gently supported from underneath, allowing the head to be gently supported. If you want anything on the belly, you can always, maybe add a blanket that adds some nice compression, a little bit of heat. You can always place your hands on your belly, but just get comfortable. Feel the really nice compression on your backside. Feel your hips on the floor. Feel the support underneath you. And just breathe. If there's any moment within any stillness, or even when we're in a posture, if you need to move out of the posture, or maybe even just move within that posture, feel free. Your body knows what it needs. Breathing deep into the belly. If you haven't already, and if you don't have anything on the belly, go ahead and place your hands right below the navel. breathe into the hands. And when you exhale, just let it go. Trying to breathe as deeply into the belly as you can. Just adding very little movement to this part of the body. And maybe take your hands and maybe just rub the belly in any way that feels good. Maybe clockwise, maybe both hands want to go clockwise, or maybe even counterclockwise. Maybe you want to, go up and down, maybe side to side, maybe from, the left side of the pelvis to the other side of the pelvis. Whatever feels good. And if you have something on the belly, let's go ahead and remove it. Place it off to the side. And we're going to very gently, one leg at a time, bring one foot up onto your support and the other foot. Keeping the feet right here. Feeling the knees bent, having the hands here on the low belly, and really feeling compression on the back side of the pelvis. Just feeling how nice the support is. Feeling just the real light compression from the hands. And maybe, if you want to put a little bit of movement, maybe allow the knees to rock very gently, side to side. Just adding a little bit of movement into your pelvic region. Feeling the gravity on the back side of the pelvis. Adding a little bit of movement and a little bit of stretch here in the tops of the thighs. Now, if you experience pain the way I do, my mother did, actually my mom had endo. When I'm in severe pain during that time, my pain will literally go from almost my low abdomen down into the tops of my thighs and everywhere in between, even in the back of my body, my side bodies, almost like I'm just radiating heat and pain. It's sometimes unbearable. But very gentle movements like this just allows those tissues to move gently. Adds a little bit of relief. I'm also one who I don't automatically reach for over-the-counter pain relief. So I try to move as much as I can or want to. Sometimes this is all I'll do. Now, as you're ready, let's go ahead and inhale very gently, hugging the knees into the belly. You can bring them in as close or as far as you want to. Maybe even pulse them into the belly, out of the belly. Maybe you want to draw some circles, rocking gently side to side, getting a little bit of a back massage, allowing the hips to feel a little fluid. Maybe you want to let your knees get a little wide, just adding a little bit of a lengthening on the insides of the thighs. And just being as gentle as you need to be. If you just need to lie there and breathe, then just lie there and breathe. That feels nice too. Now coming here to center. If you want props for this, go ahead and grab some props. Let's push this one a little down towards the bottom of the mat, and then bring something on the side of your mat. We're going to inhale, bring the knees into the chest, allow the arms to rest out at a T, and let's let the knees fall over to the sides. Now, if you need support under the knees, if it's a little too much sensation, yeah, just bring something under the legs, under the knees, a little bit of support, and just putting a little bit of a twist here in the pelvic region, here in the spine. You're always welcome to just take your hand and add some heat and compression to your belly. Maybe even add a little bit of massage to the outsides of the hips. Whatever feels good. Maybe even the backside of the pelvis, just a little bit of massage. And just relax into your support. Breathing deeply. Hear your stomach gurgle. Whenever you want to get out of this, whenever you want to, you can come out of this. If you want to stay here, just stay here. But let's make our way to the other side very gently. Let's go one leg at a time. Maybe bring the top foot to the floor gently. Allow the pelvis to rock through center. Maybe hug the knees back in. If you want your prop on the other side, go ahead and move it there. And let's let the knees roll over to the other side. Setting yourself up for comfort so that you can let go. So wherever you need to put those supports to make it comfortable, and so you're not holding. Putting a little bit of massage, a little compression, maybe with a hand. You're always welcome to just keep a blanket here on your belly. Maybe even if you have a heating pad and that feels really nice, maybe add some massage here to the back side of the pelvis, into the hips. Heat, touch, all feels really nice, especially when you're suffering with menstrual pain. And just breathe deep into the belly. Adding those little pulses of breath. And again, you can stay here as long as you want. But we are going to start moving just a little bit. So go ahead and bring the knees back into center, hug them in, maybe rock gently again side to side. And then we're going to bring the soles of the feet together, bring the feet down to the floor. And we're going to lie here just a moment here in supine butterfly. So allowing the hips to feel wide. You can, you know, if you have a bunch of supports, you can always put those underneath the sides of the knees to help give you some support on either side. Oh, that feels so good. Oh. Breathing into the low belly, maybe adding a little bit of massage to the belly. You can always bring the hands to the belly, or if you want to bring that blanket back, or even a pillow, just right there. Just a little bit of compression. Allows the nervous system to feel connected, relaxed. So we're going to very gently make our way to our side. So however you need to get there, if you have something on your belly, go ahead and put it off to the side. If you have something under the knees, go ahead and take those off and put those off to the side. We will use them again in just a second. Very gently bringing the feet back to the floor. And we're going to very gently, however you want to get there, maybe let the knees roll you over to a side. And we're going to do, I was reminded of this, one of the girls I follow on Instagram did this really nice restorative posture the other day, and I'm like, oh, I remember that. So let's take one of our supports, one of our props. We're going to kind of come here in a side seated, and we're going to place this just under kind of the top of the your pelvis and your abdomen. Oh, that feels really nice. Get a little bit of a stretch here in the side body, but you also get really nice compression here on the other side. And just let your belly go. If you want to place your hand here, you can. Maybe if you want to bring this arm up and over and bring it to the other arm, you get this really nice side body stretch. Maybe you want to lengthen the legs a little bit. However you want to lay. Just make it comfortable. And allow yourself to be able to relax into gravity. And we're going to gently make our way to the other side. You can lay here as long as you want. But I'm going to lead us to the other side very gently. Maybe bend in the knees. Take this top arm, place it on the floor. Just give it a little bit of a push. And then just very gently walk your hands up. Taking a pit stop here in seated. And maybe here in seated, all we're going to do is just go side to side. Really, really feeling length in these side bodies. Maybe allowing the knee to go towards the floor so you can really get that nice sensation in your hips. It kind of stretches the hip flexors. Just side to side. This feels really good even if you're not experiencing that monthly visit. This just feels really nice on the hips anyway. My hips are a little tight today, and this feels really good. Maybe a little bit of a cat-cow right here, inhaling, lifting in the chin, bringing the shoulder blades together, really letting the belly come forward, and then exhale, bringing the belly in, just gently. The chin can come to the chest. And just very gently inhaling and exhaling. Maybe bending forward a little bit, bringing a little length into the back body. Maybe going wide a little bit. Just really kind of rolling through that pelvis, feeling everything lengthen and loosen all around these hips. And we are going to make our way over to the right side of our body. Maybe bending back a little bit. This is one of those times where organic movement and play is just so necessary. Just necessary. Maybe let the knees rock side to side. It's kind of what's great about a practice like this is you can kind of just take little pieces of it. And even if you can't really make it through a whole practice, you can just do little pieces. Like even just doing this when you're in that kind of pain feels amazing. All right, we're going to make our way over to our right side. So get your props, your pillows, blankets, rolled up blankets, whatever it is you have. Fix your yoga mat. And we're going to just gently place it here, just right along our side. Go ahead and bend the knees. We're going to very gently make our way over onto our props. Maybe bringing the arm on the, or bringing your head onto your arm. Or even if you have another prop nearby, you can just place your head on it. And just getting kind of used to this length here in the side, the compression here on the underside. You don't have to have a prop under your head. If it's comfortable, go ahead. Get it? Go ahead. You can always place a hand here on the belly, adding a little massage, really breathing deeply into this low belly. If you want any more sensation, maybe lengthen in the legs. Bring this top arm and meet it up with the other arm. Maybe the fingers come together. Maybe they don't. Maybe you notice a little bit of a balance action going between your front body, back body. Find that nice middle where you can allow your weight to go down, just here in the side body. Wherever you want to put this top arm. Mine's not really figuring out where it wants to go right now. That's okay. You don't always have to figure it out. You can always have more support under you or less. Now, if this is just too much sensation and it's uncomfortable, go ahead and remove it and just lie on your side body. If you want more sensation, maybe add another pillow, or maybe add a little folded blanket. Make it feel good. Now you can stay here as long as you want, but we are going to make it onto our belly. So however you need to remove these props and throw them off to the side, I'm going to very gently make it onto the belly. Even twisting like this feels really, really nice. Very gently bring the belly onto the floor. If it's too much sensation on the belly, just stay on your side. Maybe even let the tail wag side to side, feeling a kind of a belly massage. Kind of a massage on the tops of the thighs. Maybe if you're holding any tension or pain there. I always find that just gentle movement, really slow movement during that painful time is very helpful. It is for me. Hopefully it is for you. Now, whenever you want to lay your head down, if you want to lay your head down, find support. If you need a pillow, if you need a blanket, maybe snuggle it up a little bit. And just feel your belly on the floor. Maybe let the thighs roll out from underneath with your toes pointing out. Really allow your entire front of the pelvis to feel compression, supporting your back body, supporting your belly. If at any time you need to come out of this, go ahead and roll to a side. And if you have one cheek on the floor, go ahead and turn to the other side. Take just a couple breaths here. And whenever you're ready, we're just going to go right back to our back body. Nice and gentle restorative practice today. Now, if there's any little bit of movement you want to take before you roll back to your back, go ahead. Maybe rocking side to side, adding a little bit more massage into your front body, allowing the pelvis to move, allowing the spine to move. And whenever you want to get there, however you want to get there, very gently making your way to your back, finding whatever support you want, and setting yourself up for Shavasana. So support under the knees, support under the head. And if you have an extra prop that you can put on your belly, go ahead and place it on your belly. Maybe even you can add as much weight or not that you want. letting your breath feel natural, letting your body feel relaxed. Take a nap if you want to. If you have time, the world will wait. Take some time to yourself. Now you can stay here as long as you want. In fact, please stay here. But if you're ready to start moving, let's go ahead and remove whatever weight or props we may have on top of us. Very gently wiggle in the toes and the fingers, maybe a nice big morning stretch. Stretch through the arms, stretch through the feet, maybe putting some circles into the ankles and the wrists. Really feeling stretch here in the belly. Bringing the knees up, feet are on your prop, maybe a couple rocks from side to side. Some windshield wipers with those legs, just adding some movement back in. Giving your prop a little push, bringing the knees into the chest very gently, wherever you want them to go. They can be far from you, they can be close. You can bring your hands behind the knees, whatever you need today. And let's very slowly, very gently make our way to the side, taking just a moment of side lying. And when you're ready, let's place this top arm, place it on the floor, give it a little push, and gently walk yourself up to seated. Let's bring the hands together here at heart center. Inhale and exhale. I hope this very gentle practice brought you some relief in your pelvis during this time of the month. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope that this helped. At the very least, at least you took some time to yourself. Now go take a nap, or maybe a nice walk, if you can walk. if you're able, movement always helps. Or maybe some tea, if it's not like boiling outside. Anyway, more videos are coming this week. There are more videos on my channel, so check it out. Hit that like and subscribe button. Comment below if this helped you. And find me on Instagram at Holistic Life. I'm also on Facebook. And hopefully this practice helped your life become a little bit more holistic too. Have a good day, guys. I will see you later.